Welcome back, people, to more Timberborn, and as you can see, this is a auspicious occasion. We have just these few here to put in place, and then the tree tower will be completed. We also currently have 31 unemployed beavers, but that's okay because we'll be putting them to work as soon as these things are built in here, and of course the water dumps at the top. So let's get rolling! This has taken quite a long time, so we're going to be finishing this off, and laying out everything to get planted. As you can see, I've selected the planting on the floors below. Up here is just going to be pines, I think. Maybe a little bit of coffee in there. So we're going coffee berries, so it'll be coffee again. But these are all oaks down here. Might need to put another hauling post or two in just to absorb some of the population excess. And as well, I've been thinking, maybe it's about time to build a new housing district somewhere else as well. Maybe over here or something like that. Now they're connected in by rail, but I've been looking into the mechanics regarding things like the breeding pods. And apparently they can eventually support about 20 beavers each, which is pretty awesome. Are these on high priority? No, they're not. It's too far from a district centre. Shut up. I suppose, though, I have deleted the scaffolding, so yeah, I may need to put paths in. Oh, we got a bad tide approaching. I do not care. We've diverted bad tides, and we're getting to work on the drought ignoring policy as well. Meanwhile, over here, the majority of the dynamite is in. The housing project, by the way, just to let you know, is going to be a future thing, fair way down the line. I even go over here near the other one as well. You know, it's not too far away. It's there. It's going to be a fair way down the line because I've got too many mega projects going on, and I realise I've been doing that far too much lately. Doing all these stupid mega projects after mega projects after mega projects after mega projects after mega projects. Well, no, I haven't been doing that. I've been doing them all at the same time. That's been the issue, hasn't it? So we're going to work on them kind of sparingly at the moment. So these are going to be on the back burner kind of thing. I'll let them keep on putting bits in, but I'm not going to advance them further until this is done, because it's nearly done. Did I not put that as high priority? Oh, I put them as high priority. Technically, I suppose that's another level, isn't it? So I want this to be done, all the stuff picked up, and I want this to be done before we go on to things. And then this, of course, as well. We're low on dynamite, though, so maybe I need to put more explosives factories in. Nah, maybe not. After all, we don't have the power until this is done. So I want to get this done. This will hopefully not take too much longer to do. Hopefully another day or two until I can blow all that out. They've nearly done this, so... Now I'm thinking to put the water in on top as well. I could sink a couple of little pits in with a bit of dynamite kind of thing, to make it all flush on the top. I'm not going to do that because, well, I just don't want to. I don't know exactly why I don't want to, but I don't want to. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put a couple of little pots. I suppose it's easier to move it around as well if I do that, in case I get it wrong first time. So I'm just going to put one like there-ish, one like there-ish, and hopefully they spread. So kind of like where the rubble is on the patterns. But we'll get that in when this is done. I want this to be done first. So we're going to make it work kind of like this, but above ground in a way, because we can build up a bit higher. And I want that little bit extra. There we go! We're done. It is built. It is done. So I want to do this with levees. I could do it with dirt, actually, and in fact, thinking about it, with dirt as well means I could actually plant a couple of trees or bushes on top of things. But then again, to remove it is going to be a pain. What do I want to do? Because I'd need to blow it up with dynamite if I did that wrong. Kind of there, maybe? Like not quite in the middle, but close enough. And a little bit of random. So long as it works, a little bit of random I'm absolutely fine with. High priority. Because we're so nearly done, high priority. Hey, get these done, we'll rearrange the paths in a bit. I need to put the forestry and the tapper shack up here anyway. But I'm not going to do that until we got these sorted. So I'm actually going to put They shouldn't need paths, really, should they? No, they don't. It's not complaining about needing paths, so we're good on that. Right, so not landscaping, paths and structures. And then I want to put platforms. Because if these are in the right place, and I could get the forester and the tapper shack on these. That's annoying that we have to have those holes, but I'm okay with that. Genuinely, I'm okay with that. I've made peace with that. And it means we can look down through it. It's just a little bit of interest. So water, fluid dump. I don't know why I have them both facing the same direction. It's kind of whatever. Maybe I shouldn't have that one that way around. Should be the other way around. Then we can have minimised pathing. So I'll have this trunk road come up the middle. It doesn't have to be the most efficient thing in the world. If we're being honest, it doesn't have to be. You know, at this point I just want to get it done, if I'm being brutally honest. Right. So we will high prioritise all this. Super high priority because I'm just itching to see it working. So come on, fellas. Now, I did as well earlier watch a little video by Zedek, which I found very, 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 very interesting. Oh, if you get stuck, genuinely, if you get stuck in there, I'm not getting you out. I'm going to leave a pause one there, just in case, and one there, just in case. Because I don't trust them not to get stuck. I really don't. I really don't trust them. And I'll pause the fluid dumps for a moment as well. So in case I want to go in and build everything from inside. They are working away, but they are doing what I feared they'd do. These beavers are stupid. So if this works, then all of this should go green, all the way through this building. It will be glorious. Then we can actually build all these. We'll put them on higher priority, and we'll get it filled with trees. So the lower levels will be oaks for the wood. The top level though will be pines for the pine resin, tapper shacks in them, and also partly because they just like the look of them a little bit better. And because it's on the top layer and it's only doing one layer, there's more of the layer, but because the bottom ones have the overhangs where you can't plant everything the way you necessarily want. Right, let's unpause that. If they go inside, they're stranded. I'm not getting them back out. Hang on, is there stuff? Yeah, there's still stuff under there. They should be able to get it out over the thing. Oh, now they've gone up for that one. We can unpause that. And we can unpause that one. Now, each of these areas is a 3x3, so it's 9 squares. Each of these cubes, when full, that's apparently 5 units of water, according to Zerk's video. So if you look at the different water storage kind of thing, that is 30. So that would do a 3x2, or 6 straight kind of thing. That's 300. It's a lot bigger. That's 60. And then that is 4 times the size. That's 240. So this, one of them is approaching equivalent to like a big dam project kind of thing. So, you know, it really puts it into perspective a little bit. And of course, thinking about what we're going to have wedged in over here, that's a whole lot. I kind of wish they were not doing this now. In fact, I'm going to go through and I'm going to low priority all the dynamite over here. Largely because I want them to be doing the other thing. Did I blow that out already, or did I never layer it? Well, we're kind of a little bit shy on dynamite at the moment anyway. I want to get the power station in. So they can stop doing that. Bad tide started. This just gets diverted straight back off the map though these days. It's cool they're making progress on here though. I like this a lot. There was a little bit of a leak then, by the look of it, but teensy tiny. Hey! All this is now green. So, yeah, and all this is green. And all this now can actually be planted. The birch seedlings died because there wasn't anything before. Right, so that means high priority. High priority. We'll prioritise oaks on these. Because yeah, they will be doing the other little bits as well in there, but... Nope, wait, wrong one. Oak. Yeah, they'll be doing the other little bits and bobs, but... It's all good in the hood. Gather flag is on. I can't remember what I actually planted on that for. Lumberjack flag is on as well, but they're mid-priority. But I suppose... Ooh, there's a little bit that didn't take over here. Now, I probably could resolve that a better way than what I'm going to. But, I don't care. I'm just going to do another little pond. And remember that it's not the edge of the world kind of thing. I'm just going to do another little pond like that. And I know they have to build it in certain sequence. I just want to get the little bit extra on. And while we're doing this, actually, let's put a platform there, there. Get that there. Fluid dump. Yeah, I actually want to get them high priority as well. We'll pause that one just in case they need the escape route, and I hope they don't. This is all looking pretty nice actually up here. The fact that this is now green makes it look so much nicer. And the other things we want to do, we want to have a tapper shack, which can't quite reach everything. Interesting. Where have I put it there? Can't reach the back end of it. I was kind of hoping to put them on top, but alas, it was not meant to be. It's a bit infuriating. We put it there? No. There? There? Just randomly that corner. There. Okay, I wanted to put them up on the top bits, but whatever. I'll put that one there. And we'll make them high priority, because I just really want to get on with them. Pine. We'll clear out the footpaths a little bit in a minute, because we don't want that kind of roundabout situation there. Yes, I know it's unconnected. That's only for 2 seconds. If anybody gets trapped in there, they're dead. I do not care. Nothing to do in range, huh? Okay. Oh, they're not in range. Alright. Well, you can be paused. We can destroy that bridge now. We can put a dynamite in there. I kind of regret actually doing some of this, thinking about it, because it's going to blow up that entire layer, and now we can't get back down to that one. I can't pause them. That was really, really stupid of me. But all this can go. Yeah. I might actually then do this. We'll blow that out for now. No, they won't be able to reach some of it. Yeah, it's too far from the district centre. So we'll have to put another bridge in. So what I'm thinking is just shove that on there. Hopefully they can reach everything from there. But again, this is kind of low priority. I shouldn't be thinking too much about that one at the moment. Hooray! Okay, so this is now all green all the way down. It's just beautiful. Except that one patch there I think is dry, but I might just blow that one up. Take the edge. Nothing to do in range. I know, mate, I know. I forgot to plant the pines. Oh, I need to actually clear up the pathways as well a bit, don't I? You know what? No, I might leave them. Because... actually no, I won't. I won't leave them. I will demolish buildings, take out the pathway. Do that. There's the pines, there they are. There we go. And actually, we're going to leave that little bit of pathway in there, and we're going to hide something in there. We're going to have a bench. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? Could put a couple of benches in there. It's whatever. So now this will be planted up, and we can get on with this. So they're going to start planting all these in here. The woodcutters are in. Yep, and the gatherers. And again there. And again there. Let's sat around doing nothing at the moment because, well, nothing's grown yet. But this is going well now. Or at least fairly well. What do we have over here though? But a huge stack of stuff to blow up. I'm just going to do it layer at a time. I'm not pausing. Do it bit by bit because that cumulative noise is frustrating. This hopefully is going to be the last wave of this to be put in. In some places at least, not overall. Because of course there's a big fluctuation in height. I could hear that one, maybe that's because it was closer. We are zoomed out quite a way. I just love doing this. Yeah, we are a way away, so that may be why it's doing it. I could have waited on that one, to be fair. But I didn't want to. I want to do all this now. It's not liking the explosive sounds at the moment. It's like popping bubble wrap. It just feels good. So of course this water's contaminated down here. We don't mind, well, this groundwater's contaminated because of the dirty water source. We're okay with that. We're not planting anything on this bit. Although it would be kind of a flex to put a garden on top kind of thing using a roof terrace kind of thing. Speaking of which as well though, we've got a fair few rooftop terraces, we're okay with them. We need more campfires. But when this is done, we'll work on really pushing our well-being over the top. So the more well-being you have, the better it is for your beavers. I've kind of held off a little bit on that because I want to do it as a separated out project. I know that it probably would make more sense to do it earlier on. It's fine because, again, I just wanted to show off all these other ideas first and work through it a little bit more coordinatedly. Which, yeah, you can criticise me for endlessly. I've not been coordinated at all. I have lurched from one mega project to another while the others are still ongoing. That's because I'm dumb, people. Hopefully as well, some of this will be getting down to bedrock. Why did it do that to me? Yeah, I feel though, for the first time in a while, we've made actual concrete progress with that tower being completed. Let's get all this put in. We don't have any dynamite stored up at the moment because I've been wasting it elsewhere. But I really want to get this done. And of course as well, remember, each of these only technically takes one dynamite. It takes the extract as well. We've got loads of that. We've got 1.1k. And they are putting this in as we are doing this. So as we plot this out, they're actually coming across and putting it in place. Lovely. You love to see it. Have I missed any gaps there? I suppose we'll find out when it's in. It's easier to see that way. Now then. If we scroll all the way down to bedrock, yeah, a lot of this is going to be hitting bedrock. I am being wasteful of materials with the extract kind of thing by putting them all as triples. Don't care. Hey, they're getting these in nicely. So this is starting to look a lot nicer with the trees going in as well. You get a little bit of green around the paths. It's just beautiful. I may move the hospital beds up there just for thematically nicer situation. We've just had another wave of beavers born as well, actually. We can do that as a 2 then a 3 to get it down to water level. Then we can put the sluices in. Yay, sluices. Okay, so that bridge is done. I'm going to blow that out. Yeah, it's going to slightly negatively impact the water flow down there, but I'm okay with this. I'm not quite sure why I'm blowing it all the way back there. Maybe that should have stayed. Yeah, that probably should have stayed. So in fact, I'm not going to do that one. That one can stay as it is. That can go though. Maybe we had 4 depth explosives. That's all I'm going to say. Right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sluices across there, set that to close above downstream depth of, oh hey, 0.3, nice. That's actually a pretty decent downstream depth. Way more than I thought. I'm going to levy this up. I do kind of want to go one higher. Till we put the dams in? Or do I? No. No, I don't. Use the terrain around it to your advantage. Then we want this thing in. Which way's the input and which way's the output? I honestly can't tell. I think the one on the right is currently the output there. So we want to get that on there. Of course that's kind of in the way. We want to put that as far down as possible, kind of thing. That can only really go when the bridge is gone though. Now I was going to try milking out all these trees. I'm not going to anymore. I just don't have it in me. And again, I'm just going to whack all the deep ones in. But I'm also going to low prioritize this. Demolish resources. Tree, 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 tree. Why am I going all the way to the back? That's not a good idea. That would just leak off the map. This is going to be a pretty big one. Again, I don't think we need it this big, so that'll probably do, size-wise. We'll just blast that all the way down. And of course we've got to get that line out there as well. Could put some tunnels in, I suppose. But no, I want to get it done. So, you know, let's mark all this as pretty low priority, again, with the dynamite, because we've got dynamite going in elsewhere. And then we want to get power across to the thing, to the fluid pump, because it needs it. I'm thinking of sharing the power network kind of thing up here as well. This one. So we'll bring it along the back end of the map in a tunnel, because power's going to be coming out round here-ish. I also want to get the power all the way down over this way. And I also need to get like the bad water from over here up to here. So I've got to think about different ways of doing that, but I don't really want to do it until I've got the base plate in. I don't want to get it working until I've got the thing built up, kind of thing. If that makes any sense at all. It doesn't, because it's me talking. But we'll see. So I'm thinking with this though, we have like a over and under piping system, so we get it going under, but I want to get it over the river because otherwise we could get contamination. So we'll have it come across in like a box over here, past these dead trees, and then back underground again. We don't want to interfere with our tubeways. Why is that one not running? We don't need as much dirt at the moment as well, I suppose, because now this is done. And it's starting to thrive a bit. We may do another one for food, maybe a bit smaller. The extract's a bit low in that one, but we've still got nearly 1,000. And we've got 648 bad water. And when this is done, you know, there's not a huge amount left to do. If you just see those areas there, they're like one more wave to get that gone. But as I mentioned earlier, I do want to get more housing in probably a concerted housing project. Again though, that's not a fast thing. We are a little bit low on beds. I can just add a couple more over here for the time being. Again, they don't have to be permanent, so I may just smack another one up there. Maybe another one on that one, I don't know. I don't know. Or just turn off some pods. Hopefully we're kind of at a stable population at the moment. I haven't counted how many of these I've got, and I haven't consulted my guide on ratios for it, but whatever. We do want to keep the population low. Having a few unemployed is not a bad thing. Could put another couple of hauling posts or whatever in. It's like low priority jobs. In fact, let's do that. Because we've got so many unemployed beavers. The science huts, well, I could just delete them, but I like the aesthetic of them. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go down to district management, hauling post, blip, blip, low priority, I'm going to put them on max workers, low priority. We still need to get this one hooked up as well. We don't need it, but I like the idea of it. And I kind of want to get this destroyed as well. They have actually nearly built all that dam wall, or levee wall, I suppose you could call it. Over here they're not done any of that because it's so far away. It is inefficient. I should probably put supplies over there for them before they start working on mega projects, but Again, it's kind of whatever. You learn as you go, and I didn't think of that before. We're getting a decent way into this though. So, the areas that won't be done, this little island here, this bit down here, and the back strip. Now I know it's going off the back of the map, but I am going to replace it with levees, because I want to put levees in there. You know, it's kind of part of the battle is I want there to be levees in there rather than dirt, because I don't like seeing the contaminated ground. I think levees look nicer. We've got plenty of logs, we'll have way more coming along. We need more storage for them if we're being honest. So, let's make some more log storage. Storage, large industrial pile. Whoops. We're going to need a lot of them. Let's put that up to there. Get some platforms in. Oh, they were actually on the other side, so I could have put a double in there. Meh. It's fine, because actually then that means I can have a two-tiered pathway, which is kind of cool. Meant to go double. We'll put a triple in the water there for the turnaround, if we can. Yep. Pop the stairs on there. So now they come along there, and then they have to turn around at the end, but do you see me really minding this all that much? And then I suppose we go like this, so actually no. This is getting a bit annoying the way I've done this. So actually, let's undo these last couple. So they'll come along there. Don't need that one. And then we can go up there. Or they can go up here. To get to the top level. And now we just need to go through, put all the paths on, and the other stairs. So go there. Super handy level tool. This didn't used to be in the game. It got added. Can't remember which update it was in. It's the greatest invention in human history since coffee. And the mango ice creams I have in my freezer, they're pretty great as well, to be fair. Right, so we've got more storage going in. All of these normally sit onto logs. I just realised I didn't set that. Log. 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 And I'm actually going to variety the top level. Oh wait, no. I'll put treated planks in one. Planks in another. Log. Log. I need to put in more storage for the pine resin. I've only got 280. Right. So I could actually put them up here, I suppose. Where are we going to put them though? Is that pine resin there? Yeah, that's pine resin there in that warehouse. Let's put a bigger warehouse in behind it and have the pine resin as well. You will hold pine resin. Cool. We've added a bit more storage. And we're basically out of housing, which is a problem. So maybe I do need to get on with that plan. I don't want any homeless beavers, because homeless beavers... it's an issue regarding well-being. So let's just put another house up there. And while we're at it, we may as well put another one up there. And then we'll have to figure out how to connect them. So back to paths and structures. This is going to be horrible, isn't it? Can I put one over the back scratcher? Yes, I can. So some triples though down there won't actually do everything I need them to. I'll put double in there. Then cover that with singles. There. And we'll put a double there. There. There and there. Which means then we need more stairs. There. So then, if we put down over the layers again, come on game, I'm not that high up, am I? That we want then path there, and then across there. So now we have 3 homeless beavers, which is an issue. So we want to get all this in pretty sharpish, actually. Look at them using the back scratchers rather than building things. But we will want a lot of jobs available. Because we're going to have these guys on, that's 20. Which aren't mandatory but are useful. I'll have the other mine in as well sometime soon. We're fresh out of explosives. I could put in another explosives factory, but we are running a bit low on bad water as well, and we use that for other things, which even goes up to the breeding pods and the detailers because of the extract situation. Okay, we've got one empty bed now because we just had a few die, but I want to get those houses in ASAP kind of thing, just because we're flirting with that territory. Did we actually get those finished? No, we didn't. I keep on forgetting that I was doing that. I said I was going to micromanage it as well, because it didn't matter that much, but now I keep on forgetting that it was there in the first place. Because it looks done, but it's not done. But these are going in nicely, they've nearly finished planting everything. That needs clearing. Still a lot of blanks. So some of these are bushes going in the middle. They prioritise the oaks though, which is what I told them to do. So, coffee bushes on that floor. This floor, yeah, they need to do the bushes still. Yeah, I'm building more storage space. Shut up. Down here as well, they're doing pretty well with it. Oh, they're shoving that out of the way. A lot of planks there. Did they gather them or did they just shunt them out of the way? They just shunt them out of the way, didn't they? They're little buggers. And they're down here as well, a load of materials. Need picking up. Yeah, so you can see the pattern kind of thing is reflective of the support structures that come above. It's about the headroom kind of thing. That's all fine, I suppose. Okay, they have planted a tree on that one. And it is watered and healthy. Cool, I didn't expect that to work. I thought that one was going to be slightly out of range still. I'm pretty happy about that. I am going to put more coffee processing in as well in the near future, because I think it's important to me. To the beavers, I mean. How are we getting on with this? Because I really want to take away those scaffolds, I just don't like them. So we can take them away. Oh, we've got 12 empty beds, which means that they've put them in place. 28 empty beds, they've just put the big one in as well. Nice. Epic news. I really want to get the scaffolding out of the way, because I just don't like the way it looks, but it is important, it is very, very useful. So as soon as this is done, we can start building up the structure underneath. And of course I want to get that done so it can inform more explosions down this way. You know, I kind of want an estimate of what we're going to get. And I want to take a lower estimate kind of thing. Because I'm not 100% sure how many CMS of water we're going to have in. I don't necessarily trust that flow gauge down there. So currently it's at about 1, but it's split over 2 points. So we'll just call it as 1 for the moment. But if we go power, these large power wheels, what do they generate again? It doesn't say. No, that's not that one. Large water wheel is 270 horsepower per CMS. So then if we take each one of these as being 270, see how many we can get in here, get a base rate, and then I want a significant amount of power. Because I want to do all the fun stuff. I want all the industry working, for that matter. But then we need 400 per wind tunnel, well I want multiple of them. And we need 200 per mofatorium, and we need multiple of them. And then 50 per mud bath. I want loads of mud baths. We've got the decon pods as well. They're already built, to be fair. I might whack a couple of gravity batteries on in a couple of places just to demonstrate them, but I don't think they're going to be important, like, at all. Because, well, we'll be generating power even through the droughts, because these are forced open. We're going to create a pipe with this. It's going to just pull it up because of the way that water pressure works in this game. So we're going to push it real good. Use some of the impermeable tile as well. I've not used that yet in this playthrough. I have used it before elsewhere. We are going to have to close that for a bit, so industry is going to suffer for a fair while. We're going to have to do the same over here with a much longer range pipe, and all these bad water pumps are going to have to go somewhere else. That's the issue. And of course we want one-way kind of flow, so we'll use sluices to give one way. So what I want to do is close this off as early as possible. We can obliterate all this kind of thing. Just get it gone. We can do whatever we want with the landscape. Probably nothing. This is such a big map. I don't think I needed a map this big. Oh hey, they've got the stairs in. Nice. I may wait on blowing those ones out until all the rest of it's gone, just so I can make sure I don't mess it up. I am clumsy, I am stupid, I am a complete fraud. But it's okay. So yeah, a lot of this may well just remain as dead land kind of thing. We may put another pocket here or two with the pumps, just to make it green and pretty, but they'll serve no real purpose. Maybe for future expansion if we ever need to. Like if we want to get up to like 1 billion beavers kind of thing. I am also thinking of putting some more number crunches in as well, which we don't need, but just have them in and just generating science to get as high a number as possible. But for the time being, it's been going for like 45 minutes. We've accomplished quite a lot today though, because we've got this done. This is now done. They're just planting all the trees and bushes, and some of the trees are starting to grow. That's 14%. You know, they're not far in, but you know, it's this coffee bush is 5% away. Damn it. Yeah, I forgot they went in much later as well, didn't they? They need to get picked up. That's an eyesore around the outside. Just when I destroyed all the scaffolding for it. But yeah, so we got some more housing in. We've got some potentially more jobs being put in, kind of thing. Trees will be no longer an issue. Soon droughts will no longer be any kind of issue. I forgot that I was putting these... Why did I blow them up? Oh, yeah. Hang on. Maybe I do need to demolish more of the ground. I don't know. No, hang on. Hang on. This is stupid of me. I need to put a track in there, but I was going to put the sluices in first before I blew up the track, wasn't I? I think that's what I said. Levy. Then we can put the path on that. How come I haven't picked that up? No storage space, okay. Difficult. So I will actually want to put then... Maybe I do it with platforms? No, why would I do twos? We'll put twos in the bottom, I suppose. So we can go 3. That's on high priority, that's on high priority. I want to put some more in there, so then that creates a little flow down at the same level as them. I just want to get this filled up a bit, just to make it look a bit nicer. And it's purely aesthetic purposes with that one. Close board downstream depth of 0.5, so we just want a little tiered kind of thing in. I'll sink that across. I got distracted again when John went did an episode. I apologise profusely. So I'm going to let this pan out for a little bit, get some of the building done. We've got those new houses in, we're all good on that. We've got the big tower in, so that's all good, and we're making... looking at the explosives. Slow progress over here with this massive explosive fiasco. I'm going to make sure this gets done actually, because again I want to test it. So, yeah, we'll do that first. We'll make this a big priority. I want to get this done. But this will steadily carry on between episodes. But for the moment, for the time being, I will say, take care of yourselves. I'll catch up with you very soon, hopefully, when this is all blown out. I won't show you any more explosions over here. I'll just get it done. And then I'll show you what happens with the building, because it's going to take a while. And then hopefully this will be done as well at the same time. And I can demonstrate to you the wonders of it, because I've already gone through what we're doing on that. I don't need to explain it any further. But I'm talking too much, so take care of yourselves. See you soon. Goodbye. I'll stop talking so much. Take care.